today, please state your name and exactly where you're calling from in the comment section. Please state your name and exactly where you're calling from in the comment section. Please state your name and exactly where you are calling from in the comment section. Right, this training call is going to get started in exactly 2 minutes. I'm trying to see the energy on here. I'm trying to see the serious business partners we have on this beautiful Tuesday. This beautiful Monday evening. So please state your name and exactly where you're calling from in the comment section. We're going to get started in exactly 2 minutes. Welcome to the call. Welcome to the call. Welcome to the call. Who do we have on here? Who do we have on here? We have, let's go to the comment section. We have Hazel Brooks all the way from Anguilla. We have Patra from St. Kitts. We have Christine Michelle from Jamaica. Petra, good night. We have Simone. One of my favorite people from Jamaica, Simone, is on here. We have Gloria Grayson from Jamaica, Latoya, Jamaica, Josephine from St. Lucia. We have Jasmine Dominicana. Who else do we have on here? Ladies and gentlemen, I am blessed to be here on the first day of the week. Today is February 20th, first and foremost. If you haven't placed your order for the month you are planning around. So let's get it out of the way. Secondly, if you haven't placed a minimum of 200 points, you're not serious. Let's get that out of the way. Thirdly, if your goal is not to do at least 500 PV every single month in this business, I don't know what to tell you, right? So now we have that out of the way. I want you all to understand one thing. This business is a business that can change your life if you allow it to, right? Today's topic is building a solid, sustainable, residual income business through Vida Divina. Can someone please type the keyword sustainable residual? Can someone type the keyword sustainable residual? Sustainable and residual. Sustainable. Can someone please type sustainable in the comment section and residual? Can someone please type that in the comment section? Sustainable and residual. So sustainable is something that you can keep, right? Sustainable is not just a one-time thing. Sustainable is you can sustain, meaning you can hold on to month in, month out, year in, year out, right? We have people like Mr. Christopher Thomas, like we have people like Aisha Queen. We have people like myself that have been in this business for years, right? This is my 8th year in Vida Divina. September of 2023, no, would that be 2016, so 2017, 1 year, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, so that'll be 7 years. September will be 7 years of me having a sustainable residual income in this company, right? So sustainable residual means it comes in every single month, right? Residual is doing something, building a foundation and getting paid month in, month out, week in, week out, year in, year out, right? And often we come across so many opportunities out there, right? Some of these opportunities are not sustainable. What do I mean by they're not sustainable? The price point is not sustainable. The retention, the products, they don't even have products, right? We have I mean, you guys have heard about so many different companies out there, pyramid schemes, right? Things where there are no real products, that people just signing people up, trying to make a fast bonus, right? People just trying to make a fast track bonus, and that's it. They don't care about nothing else. That, my friend, is not sustainable. Why? Because what happens the next month if there are no products? If you're just chasing friends and family to sign them onto some type of deal, what happens the next month? What happens? You need something that you can sustain. Am I making sense? If I'm making sense, drop some fire emojis in the chat. If I'm making sense to you, please drop some fire emojis in the chat room. If I'm making sense to you, please drop some fire emojis in the chat, right? You need something that the customer base will always be bigger than the affiliates. That's it, right? The reason why people can come into this business and start making money before recruiting a soul is the product is more powerful than the affiliate. If you look at all the big companies out there, you look at Walmart, you look at Target, you look at GNC, you look at any big Fortune 500 company, they have more customers than workers. If you with me, say yes and yes. If you look at any sustainable company, there has to be more workers and more customers than workers. It has to be more people wanting the product than people wanting to make money. That's it. It's people on here that don't have a team. It's people on here that are not binary qualified but sell products. So for you to have a sustainable business, you must be customer acquisition driven. For a company to be sustainable, for Vida Divina to be sustainable, we need more product sales than affiliate recruitment, right? So that is sustainability. And once you have that retention, sustainability, residual income follows. Because when you have a team of people that are selling, mind you, you don't get paid on the people, just the people. You get paid on the volume. So if Mr. Christopher Thomas is selling $1,000 every single month, that is 1,000 PV instead of 120. So let's do the math. Let me grab my calculator here. There's my calculator, right? So there's 1,000 divided by 120. So that's 8.3 people. So if one person is doing 1,000 volume, that is equivalent to having 8.3 people activate every single month. What would you rather have? 8 people that is just doing the bare minimum, or one person that is doing 1,000? I'd rather take 3 people that want to sell 1,000 products every single month than just one person, than 8 people that just want to do the bare minimum. Because if something is not growing, it's dying, right? If something isn't growing, it's dying. So first and foremost, you need to understand we have a company that can pay you for the rest of your life. We have a company that can pay you for the rest of your life. We have a company that when you're signing up, there's a part that says beneficiary. If the company wasn't sustainable, it would even give you that option to have a beneficiary. So when you see that beneficiary, it simply means you can pass this on to the next generation. When you see that beneficiary, it simply means like when I'm building this business, I don't just think about making sales. I don't just think about my check. This is a legacy company, right? This is something that not only change your life, but this is equivalent to having real estate, right? You can pass this on to your loved ones. You can pass this on to the people you church. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been getting a residual check for 7 years. Why? Because I take this business very serious. And I plan on getting a residual check for more than 7 more years. It's businesses out there that if you don't get sales today, that's it. There's so many people with businesses. If the sales start today, that's it. Not over here. So this is sustainable. This is residual income, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, I wanna dive deeply into now that we fully understand what is sustainable or has residual. Now this can help you make choices when you see other things out there that is promising you different things. You got to really be able to break down a company, and understand where the money is coming from, how they're able to pay so much, and is it sustainable or not, right? But to even build a sustainable business, you need to fall in love with the process. Can I get someone type in the comment section? Fall in love with the process. Fall in love with the process. Fall in love with the process. Can I get someone type in the comment section? Fall in love with the process. Fall in love with the process. You got to fall in love with the process. Right? You got to fall in love with the things everybody hates. You got to, listen, the things everybody hates, you should start loving, right? I told myself, Albert, like, this year I told myself, I came back from Ghana January 4th. I told myself, I'm about to work out, I'm about to eat clean, and I'm about to be in the best shape of my life, and I'm about to be the sexiest chocolate thing walking on God's green earth. That is my personal goal, right? It is what it is. I told myself, like, we have one life. I want to put my body through the best version I could even dream of, right? And I understand that only 1% of people are able to achieve that, and they have programmed themselves to be able to like the things everybody hates. I mean, who wants to eat clean? I'm over here drinking water or tea. For the past month, since my birthday, January 15th, all I've drunk is water and tea. Vida Divina and water. And it's called Black. These are the only liquids I put inside my body. I work out 6 times every single week. I eat clean. I have 1 cheat meal a week. Every single thing I eat, I cook. I've lost 27 pounds. I mean, guys, I've lost a lot of weight for the people that know me, right? And my goal is to lose 30, 35 more through the end of April. So I have about 9 more weeks left, right? Just dedication. Why? Because I understand that, okay, Albert, to get something or to become something you've never been, you got to do something that you've never done, right? So many people want to be successful in whatever they're doing. It could be Vida Divina. You craving to get to your first $10,000 a month. You got to fall in love with the process, right? When people ask me, how did I make my first $10,000 in this company? I fell in love with the process. How did I get to $20,000 a month? How did I get to $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 all the way? My biggest check in this business was $92,000 US in 1 month. How did I get to that point? Falling in love with the process. You got to fall in love with the process. What is the process? We get paid to do 2 things. Sell products and find people to sell products. Right? If you can turn on your camera, please turn on your camera if you can. And I want you to put 2 fingers up. 2 fingers. If you can turn on your camera, please turn on your camera if you can. Put up 2 fingers. We get paid to sell products and recruit people to sell products. Anything else is complicated in the process. Till you have a team of 50 active people on each side of your organization, you have no business trying to do conference calls. You have no business trying to do your own trainings. Why? Every single Monday night, we're going to have a qualified presenter like Mr. Christopher Thomas, like Aisha, like Mr. Javon, Mr. Mark Thomas, like myself. do a training for you for an hour. Every single Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to have a qualified affiliate do a business opportunity for you. Again, it's not about what works, it's about what duplicates. So we have something that doesn't only work but duplicates. So you have a team of 50 people selling products, including yourself. You have no business trying to do what we're doing. Focus on recruiting and selling. That is what we get paid to do, and fall in love with that. I fell in love with the process. I fell in love with it. So if you're not yet silver, ask yourself, what is a silver doing? A silver affiliate is at least selling personal 500 PV themselves. A silver affiliate in Vida Divina is at least selling 500 PV themselves. If you can sell 500 PV every single month, you'll be able to sort through and find customers. You'll be able to sort through and find business partners, and you'll be able to duplicate that process, right? So again, the things everybody hates, start loving. People hate showing up Monday night to training call, show up. People hate inviting people to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday opportunity nights, show up. People hate doing the work, do the work. What do people hate? You got to ask yourself, right? Focus on that, and you're going to focus on the results. Like, I have a goal this year. I have a personal goal I'm not going to share on here, but I have a goal this year, and I have 10 months and 1 week to accomplish that goal. Right? You got to focus on the end results. Like, me waking up every morning, putting myself through an hour and a half of torture, burning 1,000 calories, drinking water and just Vida Divina, eating clean, taking my Atom, and in the evening doing a 30-minute cardio workout. Listen, my mind is on the end goal. My mind is, once I get to my goal, I'm putting together a crazy testimonial video. I know what that goal is going to do for me. I know what that goal is going to do for me. I know that video of me being 285 on January 4th, and come the end of April, I'm 230. And I have that, and every single week I have a videographer recording whatever I'm doing and put it all into a 1 minute video and playing that in front of every single opportunity call. I know what that's going to do for my business. You guys get what I'm saying? If I'm doing a tour, I'm in Jamaica, I'm in Nigeria, I'm in Ghana, I'm in Tanzania, I'm doing a presentation, and me coming on stage, I'm showing my testimonial video. When I have my team using me, sending my testimonial video to people, and they're calling in on a Tuesday night, and I'm doing a presentation, I know what it's going to do for our business. So every single day when I wake up, I look at that. If you're on this call today, I want to ask you one question. What is your end goal? What are your goals? Are you focused on your goals? Because there's no way you're going to have an average work ethic, an average mindset, if you have a big goal. Like every single time my phone alerts, I see the end results. Like I'm focused on this. Like this thing, everything on here must manifest. I don't know what you see, right? On your phone, when you, like I tell people all the time, make your phone your vision board. How do you build a sustainable income? There's no way you're not going to build a residual income, sustainable income, if you've seen your goals every single second, right? Your frequency is what you frequently see. So I stay in a high frequency because guess what? Whenever a WhatsApp notification goes off, I see how I'm supposed to be living. I don't know what your goals are, but I'm saying make your goals your screensaver. Your frequency is what you frequently see. So it's very easy for me to fall in love with the process because I know what the process is going to do for me. Right? So focus on results, selling, prospecting, three-way calls, follow up. Love the process because it brings, listen, love the process because of the results it brings. I'm addicted to helping people change their lives because I know what it can do for people and what it can do for me in return. Like, I want my team to win. I'm looking for another diamond. I'm looking for 10 diamonds because I know what that's going to do for me. And if you're trying to accomplish that, I'm ready to go to war with you. Why? Because if you win, I win. That is the mindset everybody's supposed to have, right? So love the process because of the results it brings. I'm addicted to helping people change their lives because I know what it can do for people and I know what it can do for me, right? It's called investing. In business, it's called compound interest. In network marketing, it's called consistency. If I am consistent 90% of the time, if I'm showing up, nobody can do this 100%. I don't care who you are. Life happens, right? But if you can show up 80 to 90% of the time, we have 54 weeks in every single year. 54 Mondays, 54 business opportunity training calls. We have 162 business opportunity calls throughout the whole year. And we have 54 training calls. If you can show up to 40, if you can show up to 45 trainings out of 54, and you can show up to 120 to 130 out of 160 opportunity calls with guests and your teammates, by the end of the year, whatever you're making now, you're going to be making 10 times as much. Don't complicate the process. Expose people. So you come into a Monday night training by yourself. Why are you not getting your team on here? Why don't you have a goal that every single Monday you're going to make sure you got 5 people on here? Why are you not promoting a Monday night training call like an opportunity call? Why is it that we have 44 people on here, but if Mr. Armand Puyol was going to be here, it would be 200 people? Why can't you treat every single training call like the CEO is going to be on here? That is the mindset you need, right? Investing is called compound interest, and network marketing is consistency. Compound interest in investing is the most powerful thing in business. Consistency is the most powerful thing to have. You have to love the things everybody hates every single day. You cannot skip the process. You can't. Success doesn't just happen. You're either successfully making the right decisions or you are successfully making the wrong decisions over and over. You are either successfully making the right choices or you are successfully making the wrong choices. You are either successfully making the right choices or you are successfully making the wrong choices. You are either successfully making the right choices or you are successfully making the wrong choices. Some people have real excuses, right? Like, listen, some people have real excuses and think that will help them become successful. Like, when I say real excuses, we all have real excuses why we can't be here on a beautiful Monday. That's what I'm saying again. I don't expect everybody to be on every call, but you got to do it 90% of the time. Because I'm not going to sit here and act like I've been on every single call. I haven't. I'm not going to sit here and act like I prospect every single day of my life. I don't. I'm going to sit here and act like I sell every single day. I don't. No. But I have months when I'm on 10 calls, and that makes up for the months I'm on 3 calls. I have moments, like the first 4 months of every year is where I do all my recruitment. My first 4 months of every year, I have a goal. I got to bring in 50 people into this business. I got to bring in 50 people. If I fail short, it's 30 people. Out of that 30, I can grow that to 500 before the year is over. I don't go around trying to recruit one person a month. 2 people. No, you need momentum. You got to take a short period of time and bring in a whole bunch of people and work with them, right? So again, if you are present 80 to 90% of the time, you're going to see massive success in this business, right? And at times, yes, some people have real excuses. You have a family. You're broke. Life is happening. But listen, your goals don't give a damn about your excuses. Like your goals, whatever you want in life doesn't care what is stopping you from working to get it. They don't. Like you cannot go to Apple and say, I want a brand new iPhone, but I don't have money because life is hard. I lost my job, my kids. So Apple, give me a free iPhone. It's never going to happen. It cannot happen. So your goals don't care about your excuses. Your goals do not care about your excuses. Repeat after me. Your goals, type in the comment section. Your goals do not care about your excuses. Your goals do not care about your excuses. Your goals do not care about you. Can I get 20 people to type that? Your goals do not care about your excuses. Right? So you got to show up every day. You can't skip the process. Your goals do not. Care. You can have real life. Listen, your leg could be broke. Somebody, your loved one could faint. Right? Like people that play sports can testify. You get into a zone where nothing matters, and it's like that. You gotta figure out how you can be comfortable being uncomfortable, where you just chasing after your goals, right? But some people have real excuses, and it doesn't matter, right? Life happens, I get it. But you can end up becoming unsuccessful for legitimate excuses. So you got to fall in love with the process. You got to make this a priority just as much as anything you love. You got to fall in love with the process, right? So that is one part. That is how you build a sustainable business. Now, building a residual income, you got to become someone of value. Like when people think of you, what comes to their mind? When your team thinks of you, what comes to their mind? In this business or even outside this business, what do people think of when your name comes up? What comes to their mind? Right? How do you make your team feel? How do you make your leaders feel? Right? Your success is based on you becoming valuable to the people connected to you. Like and I'll be real with everybody. Hold on. Your success is based on you becoming valuable based on the people connected to you. I feel the most successful when people are making money. So, like, I can care less how much I make because I've personally developed for the last decade plus, right? Listen, for the last decade, just last week, I read 2 books. Just last week, I read 2 books. So me, Albert, this is my Audible. This is my Audible. These are all the books I've read, right? The 149 books. I'm psyched out. I'll be successful. Nothing can stop me and my goals. It's going to happen somehow. So to me, success, I don't care about my personal success. I care about people winning. I feel the most happy when people are making money. Because think about it. Just imagine if your goal is to make people money. If your personal goal, like, you know how you tell people how much money they want to make? Instead of saying, I want to make 10 grand a month, I want to make 20,000 a month. I want to make 30,000 a month. If your goal is, I want to help 10 people make 10 grand a month. I want 10 people making $1,000 a month. If that is your goal, if that is the only thing you care about, yours is going to come. I wasn't thinking about 90,000 a month, 80. What I wasn't thinking about, my goal was, okay, like how can I have 10 people in my organization making 10 grand a month? And by getting to that goal, mine happened. So if you're on here, you're struggling to make 5 grand a month, it's because you are being selfish. You're thinking about your pockets. If you're on here right now and your goal is personal in network marketing, you are being selfish. I feel the most fulfilled when people are making money, because leaders relax. Like when people are making money, you ain't got to worry about your check. Like when I'm looking at my commission breakdown, I pay attention to my check match, because the check match is showing the people making money. And when people are making money, you have nothing to worry about. Right? So, falling in love with the process. You got to make people's goals your goals. You got to make goals your goals. Right? So initially, you will chase and pursue success. But eventually, you have to become someone of value so success can chase you. So your success got to be based on you becoming valuable to the people connected to you. Like I wake up every single day and I'm eating clean, I'm on a diet, I'm taking my products, I'm working out, because I know that once my documentary is done, Mr. Don Rogers can be in Anguilla, do a presentation and show my video and make some money. Mr. Wendell Bob can use my video to sell some products. Mr. Christopher Thomas can use my testimonial. Everybody on here can benefit of that. And to me, that is fulfillment. Right? So that is a mindset you need to have for your business. How is your team benefiting off you? Right? So at the end of the day, you have to become someone of value connected to the people, so the people connected to you can benefit off. Initially, you chase and pursue success, but eventually you have to become someone of value so success chases you. Right? You attract who you are. You looking for quality people to join your business, you got to be that quality person. People on the outside need to look at you and be like, I want to join that person. People on the outside need to look at you and be like, I want to be part of what that young man, what that lady is part of. People got to be able to point to you and say, lead me. Right? So success attracts people and sees value in. A lot of people are looking for that new person, that new thing. But if you create value, that new thing will find you. So many people think they can maybe jump to another company, do something. It's the same thing. If the best compensation plan on God's green earth in Vida Divina, if you can't make money here, you can't make money anywhere else. It's that simple. I mean, 50% fast track, 50% retail, 50% check match. Progressive buying, like, you have to grow as a person. Like, you have to grow as a person. And a lot of people think, like, you can't skip that part. Like, your income is going to follow your growth level. So you have to grow as a person. Success attracts people and sees value in it. Right? So nobody can make you grow. It's like being in good shape. Nobody can do it for you. No mentor can get you six-pack abs. You're going to have to earn it. Right? No book, no video, nothing can get you into the best shape of your life. You have to earn it. It's like success. It's people that win the lottery all the time and blow the money. Why? Because listen, you can't hand someone $1 million and they're going to blow their money. Why? Because they don't know what it takes to earn it. So who you become, the process of getting to that million is more important than the million. Because if you lose that million and you went through the process, you know what it takes to get it again. Right? So success attracts people, it sees value in it. A lot of people want to skip that process. It's not impossible. It's not possible. Right? Success doesn't just attract anyone. It attracts people, it sees value in it. Like attracts like. If you smoke weed, your friends probably smoke weed. And y'all hang out and smoke weed occasionally. Why? Because y'all have something in common. If you drink alcohol, you have friends you drink alcohol with. Why? Because you have something in common. If you like to party, you have friends you always party with. If you like to travel, you have travel buddies. If you go to the gym, you have people you work out with. If you're serious in business, you're going to, by default, make friends with people that are serious in business. I don't have no slackers in my life. I don't have no negative people in my life. Listen, I have friends that, man, they run away from me. All I want to talk about is business. All I want to talk about is my goals. They get uncomfortable around me. So if you're not like-minded, you're going to be like, this young man is full of himself. This young man is always talking about money. Cool. Fine, leave me alone. You're the average of the 5 people you spend your time with. Listen, I see mansions. When I drive around, I see nice things. People have private. I want to be that person. I don't want to live in a condo for the rest of my life. Why can it not be me? Right? So that should be your mindset. So I do not have negative people. Like, nobody can call my phone. If somebody can call your phone and be negative, you got to start checking yourself. If somebody can call your phone and be negative all the time, you got to check yourself, because like attracts like. In order to attract success, you have to be successful. In order to attract misery, you got to be miserable. Right? So success needs a person just like it to be connected to. Success doesn't attract failure. You want to build a sustainable business? This is who you must become. You must be successful first before the money, right? And failure doesn't attract success. Success doesn't want to be connected with laziness. Like, nobody can call my phone. If you're not active for the month, you can't even call me. There's people I love to death in this business. Somebody called me, wasn't active, I hanged up on them. And I love him to death. He called my phone. On the last day of the month, and asked me to help him become active, and I hanged up on him. You have 31 days in the month of January. If you have to call me on the last day of the month and you're not even active, I cannot. We're gonna have to revisit our friendship at a later day. We're gonna have. I mean, you're my friend, but we're gonna have to visit our business relationship on another day. I cannot talk to you. We have nothing to talk when it comes to Vida Divina. Now, you want to talk about everything else, life? That's fine. But in terms of business, because if you have 31 days in a month, in the last 7 years, there hasn't been a month I wasn't active in the first 7 days. That was rule number one. So if in the first 7 days you're not active, you got to find ways to be active. If it means borrowing products to sell, to be active, listen, like, I will be active before I pay my rent. That is how serious I take this business. I built this business homeless. My first 3 months of pre-lunch, I was sleeping on a friend's couch. So there's nothing anybody can tell me about struggle. I was able to stop being homeless because of this company. So there's nothing, so like my heart, like there's nothing nobody can tell me. I've been through it all. I lived out of one carry-on bag for 3 months. I sleep on this friend's couch for 2 weeks. Another 10 days, I'm on someone else's couch. There's nothing nobody can tell me. I do not want to be attached to anybody lazy. I don't. Listen, it's 7 billion people out there. Go find someone else. My tribe is people that want more for themselves. Anything else, I'm gonna have to distance myself because you're the average of 5 people you spend your time with. So I always gotta see what are my top 5 people. My top 5 people, 2 gotta be doing better than me, and the rest can be on my level or lower. Anything else is the scale is gonna tip because I'm not where I want to be yet, right? So how much value do you bring to the people you are connected to? Ask yourself that question. How much value are you bringing your customers? How much value are you bringing your followers? The people that follow you on social media, that see your WhatsApp posts, that see your Instagram, Facebook, are you just posting funny stuff? Are you just an unpaid comedian posting memes? Or you are actually bringing value? Right? People only do business with people they respect or people of value. People will spend money with you, deals will follow you, success will gravitate to you, law of compensation. We get paid for the value we bring in the marketplace. You are going to get paid for the value you bring to the marketplace. Taking time to work in your business. You got to take time to work in your business. Because you are going to get paid for the value you bring to the marketplace. That's it. So if you see somebody as a diamond affiliate, they brought value. They help people hit rank up. 9 times out of 10, they are responsible for maybe even our country working, or they are responsible for a huge market share. They are doing more than thinking about themselves. There's no way you can hit $10,000 a month as a pearl or up, as a sapphire up, and only be concerned about you. You're going to do more. You're going to focus more on helping people to get to their goals than to you trying to get to yours. It's not possible. Right? So you always got to understand it's about the people. How do you build a sustainable income? You make everybody's goals your goals. You make you make people's business your business. Like, you gotta spend as much time rooting, as much time trying to help people rank up, as much as you trying to rank up. Because that's the only way you are going to make that money. People only do business with people they trust or respect or have value. You might not like somebody, but you're gonna respect them because they show up and they have value. Right? We're not in this business to be liked. We don't have to be best friends. We don't. We're grown. Like, I'm one of the youngest people in here, and I think I'm grown. So we're all grown. We're not here to be liked. Everybody has a family. Everybody has goals. Everybody has individual lives they have to go back to at the end of the day. By the end of the day, we got to help everybody win. Right? We got to help everybody win. So, ladies and gentlemen, the way to build a sustainable income is, 1, sustainable residual income is becoming someone of value. That's number 1. Number 2, you got to make your team's goals your goals. Once you master those 2 things, money is going to follow you. Once you have the characteristics of a valuable person, the money follows. Right? So at this point, I want to invite 3 volunteers to share something with us tonight. Share your takeaway from tonight's training call. I want to invite 3 volunteers. 3 volunteers. I'm seeing someone say something.
Yeah, Albert.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man. Good evening, sir. Good evening, team. Thanks for the stream, Albert. Somebody just posted a message in response to a comment you made earlier. I'm going to ask you if you could respond to that person because I think the person has the wrong impression based on what you said.
Okay, let me get that. Let me get that point across. Someone said to hang up on someone that needed help is discourteous. Okay, let me rephrase that. Okay, so anybody that knows me personally knows I'll probably sacrifice the most to help people win. All right, we have 31 days in a month. 31 days in every single month. If you have to wait till the last day of the month to think about activating your account, you're not the person I want to work with. It's nothing like we are friends. We could be friends. But if you are going to wait on the last day of the month to think about your business. Like, think about it. If you have a business, right? You have a shop, you're selling products. If you're going to wait till the last day of the month to open your shop to try to sell products, what does that speak of you? Like, what does that really speak of you? Because the thing is, so many people look at this, and do you know the reason why a lot of people are not successful? Because they don't see this as a business. They see this as a thing I'm doing, right? They see this as something I'm doing. Because my thing is, there's no one on earth, Mr. Christopher Thomas, will be a diamond affiliate if he ever didn't even place an order in the first 7 days. To think about wait till the last day. So every single day, you got to look at yourself in the mirror, right? And ask yourself, if my team did what I did today, where would I be? So if your team is waiting to place an order on the last day of the month, where do you think your business is going to be? So my whole purpose of that example is to let you understand that you got to focus on winners. So when I say I hang up on that person, that doesn't mean we're not friends. That means that my goal is to work with people that are showing me they're serious. Because there's no way you can convince me that placing your order on the last day of the month to be active is serious. There's no way on God's green earth you can convince me. It's people in this business that I've helped in so many ways. I'm not going to put people's business out there. I'm not going to mention names or anything. Anybody that knows me knows if you to hit me, I'll be Albert. I'm trying to do this business. I'm trying to find a way. I'm there to support. But if you have to wait the last day of the month to be active, at that point, I look at you the same. And that's what I mean. So, of course, I'm here to help. But my help ends when if you have to be active on the last day of the month. I just cannot wrap my mind around that. Especially if you're telling me you have goals of trying to make 10 grand a month, 20,000 a month. Now, if you just want to sell products, you can place your order anytime. If your goal in Vida Divina is just to sell products, that's different. If you want to be a leader, and you, like, that to me, ladies and gentlemen, like, it's 2023. You're going to get the same results if you don't change the things you were doing from last year. Like, if you don't change your habits, you're going to get the same results. And at times, you need that person that's going to hold you accountable. Because I hold myself accountable. And even at times, it's people like Chris that holds me accountable. Yo, Albert, I think we should do things separately. Albert, I think we should do... Because at times, you don't see what you're doing wrong. Right? But all I'm saying is, if you are in this business, and you feel the need to go active on the last day, you have to really sit back and question your priorities. I see Aisha wants to say something. Aisha, let me ask Aisha to unmute. Okay, Aisha, unmute.
Hey, everybody. Hello. This training was phenomenal, as usual. And I just want to say this, okay, because I don't want anybody to get the wrong impression of Albert Jeke. How do you say your middle name?
Aisha, you've known me for 10 years. You don't know my middle name. That's crazy.
It begins with an O, right?
Yeah, it's okay. Albert Jeke. That's fine.
Listen, y'all, let me tell you, I've been in some tough spots. And so it's not that he is saying it in a neglectful way to say, I don't want to help you all if you are in the need of help. Help is, it's the 7th of the month. Albert, I'm not active. Can you help me with some strategies? That's help. It's the 15th of the month. Can you help me with some strategies? That's help. But to wait until the last day of the month says you were not even trying all month. And so that's the mindset behind that. It's been so many times where, for one, I've never not activated by the 7th. And I've been in just as long as Albert. I had never not activated because I always have a strategy of, in the first 7 days, matter of fact, in the first 3 days, my goal is to sell a minimum of 3 products somehow, some way. If I got to run a first of the month sale, if I got to hit up all of my prior customers, whatever the case may be, I'm selling 3 products so that I can activate my website. And that way, everything else after that can go towards my goals to rank up or accumulate volume. And that's how I've always been able to sell $500 to $1,000 in PV worth of product every month, because my first 7 days, I'm focused on activating my account. And then right after that, the next focus is recruiting at least 1 or 2 new people before the 15th, because that way you can activate your binary. And so when you are focus on, like, if you have a goal and you're focused on it and you're being strategic, you will be successful, you will make money, you will be active, you will be recruiting. Anyone who gets through a whole month and don't sell a product or don't recruit anybody is because you have not been strategic and intentional through that whole month. And so reach out to your upline, or even to Mr. Christopher Thomas, or to Albert Jacque, or to Javon, or to, whoever that silver or above is, and say, listen, it's the 7th of the month and I'm not active. Can you help me? Or it's the 15th of the month and I'm not active. Can you help me? And that help will come by way of, them giving you a strategy. Maybe they'll send you a couple of customers. Maybe they'll post, like, if someone in Jamaica came to me and said, I'm struggling with sales, I wouldn't have a problem with making posts in Jamaican groups so I could try to help you get some sales. But that's the type of leadership that we are. And so for you to get through a whole month and not be active is because you're not opening your mouth to ask for the help. So I'm telling you, it's been times where I've sold out of all my product and Albert will front me product. Albert will say, listen, I know you're in a tough spot. I know you got one. Here's $1,000 worth of product. Sell it and keep it. Or here's $1,000 worth of product. Sell it and give me the price, the wholesale cost back. That has happened so many times over the past 7 years. So I want you to know you are working with a selfless diamond, double diamond leader who is here to help us. And so if you need help, you can reach out to him or your upline and say, I need help. But just don't wait until it's midnight, the night where the month is about to close, and say, I need help. You should ask for that help within the first 7, the latest, the first 15 days. That way you can get the strategies you need. Because, see, we teach what we can, but we don't know where you are mentally. What one person needs to get results, another person may say, I don't need that, I need something else. That's why those one-on-one calls are very important and can be critical to your do or die moments in Vida Divina. So I love this call, and back to you, Albert.
Thank you, Aisha. Thank you for that delivery. At times, that's why I say that at times I get calls from Aisha. I think you should say this a certain way. I get calls from Chris, because at the end of the day, nobody's perfect, right? Pretty much Aisha was able to deliver the message I was trying to send across in a more better way, right? So this is to tell you that at times you don't know it all, or even how you even say things is different. So that is what I meant, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we're all human beings, we all have responsibilities. But in this business, as you grow, Mr. Amon Puyoto says something. He says, sorting creates millionaires. The last thing you want to do is babysit anybody. You always meet people on that level, right? You can never want more for people based on where you think they could be. Like, wherever people are, you got to meet them on that level. It's people that just want to sell products. It's people that want to get to diamond. It's people that want to get to sapphire. But based on their actions, you're going to know. Because if someone is saying, I want to do X, Y, and Z, and they can go a whole month without being active, there's no way you can convince me, right? So I want to say a big, big, big thank you for Aisha for chiming in. And Aisha for chiming in. Sorting definitely does create millionaires. So can I get two more people to, share with us that take away from tonight's training call? I see our diamond leader, Mr. Christopher Thomas. Chris, do you have anything for us, sir? Yeah, I think Chris is having some technical difficulties. Hello?
Are you hearing me?
You might want to take off one of your Zooms.
Yeah, are you hearing me now, Albert?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Am I coming through?
Yes.
All right, thank you. My apologies, team, for the connectivity issues. All right, so, as usual, Albert, whenever you are, a part of this forum, you're always adding value to our team. And, we really, really appreciate the time that you would have, take note of your busy schedule this evening to share with us to talk about this rather important subject of, sustainable residual income that we can earn through Vida Divina. I always say to the people that, I speak to daily in my business that when you're a part of anything at all in this life that you want to, achieve success through, you have to be zoomed in. You have to be so focused. You have to be so focused because, distractions are a part of life. When I was a part of my 9-to-5, system, the distractions were there. I came into Vida Divina and the distractions are even more because people have heard about your success. People knows that Vida Divina is indeed a successful opportunity and they want to derail you. They want you to move away from that which you are doing, to join them in other things that are not, very, very sustainable. I get that on a daily basis. In fact, I shared with the team some time ago that somebody offered me $250,000 United States dollars and, VP in their company for me to take the entire Vida Divina team over there. And I tell them, hell no, because based on where I am right now, I would be really wicked to Vida Divina and Mr. Armand Puyol and to the team to really pull a plug like that. And what I've seen in network marketing, Albert, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, but there are certain people within the profession that they are just always moving from company to company. Every pan that knocks, they are there. Everything that is new, they're a part of it. And these individuals, what happen at the end of the day is that they have no sustainable success in the profession. They have no sustainable success within network marketing. And worst of all, the people that they have behind them running up and down, they too have no success. And then these are the people that have these negative connotations that they are sharing about network marketing. You know what I mean? I was with that company and it didn't work for me. I was with this company and in 1 year, you are with 15 different companies and none of them work for you. Why? Because you did not sit down and assess the situation for yourself and recognize that what you need is an opportunity that you need to commit yourself to and to make sure that you are working that business every single day of the week like your life really depends on it. For me, ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to be a part of Vida Divina. I often tell the story that I was at a point of breaking when I got in touch with this business. Literally, I felt emasculated. I was broke. I had no savings. I had nothing. And I came and I assessed the opportunity. I looked at the network marketing space. And at that point in time, Vida was just the best thing that was there. And what did I do? I came and I gave it my all. And that's what I've always been saying to the team. If you give it your all, if you focus, if you are so zoomed in, with blinkers, that you're not seeing the thing that is to the left, nor the thing to the right, the distractions to the left, the distractions to the right. You can make as much money as you desire out of this thing. You can have residual income coming in month after month, year after year, because of the sustainability of the business that we're in. Vida Divina products could have been in any pharmacy. Vida Divina's products would be in any health centers. But what did Mr. Armand Puyol chose to do? He chose the network marketing model, because this model gives people like me, a little nobody, you know what I mean, that I can use it to propel myself into something great. That's what we're talking about this evening. Being a part of something that is not going to fade away anytime soon. Since I've been with Vida, you'd be surprised to know, Javon can tell you, Mark will tell you the same thing. The amount of businesses that I see people leave Vida to join, and all of those businesses have crashed, gone with people's monies, people trying to get them to pull their monies out and can't get them. Vida Divina is still here, standing and standing firm. There's a reason for that. There's a reason why in 2021, Vida Divina did over $800 million in sales. There's a reason why in 2022, Vida did over 800 million again in sales. Why is that so? Because number one, the products that are available here are no fluke. There's absolutely nothing else. There's no competition to these mushroom-based products, Albert Jekyll. Absolutely no competition. The compensation plan is second to none. And so as a result of that, people are using these products, they are getting the results, and guess what they are doing? They are referring other people to these products. Just yesterday, I was saying, a gentleman called me. I sold the man 4 products. I sold him a Mars. I sold him a Shaga. I sold him a Rishi. And I sold him the tea. Why? Because this gentleman has prostate cancer. And the gentleman called me yesterday to report to me with tears. The man said, hey, Chris, let me tell you, I went back to my physician, and the physician examined me, did the test, and the man asked me the question, as if he was flabbergasted. Man, what on God's green earth are you using? What are you taking? Because you have no prostate-related challenges, as we can see right now. And the man was crying on the phone because before that, the doctors told him that he would have passed his best days in this life. And these organic-based, these mushroom-based products would have came to his rescue. And as a result of that, this man is referring me to every single man that he knows. And so as a result of that, let me tell you, as a result of that one man, I have done over 50 items this month. Over 50 items I have done this month as a result of this one man here. So I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jackie is correct. The training is on point. What is the training saying to us this evening? That Vida Divina has a sustainable business, that if you take it serious any way at all, here's what will happen. You can earn residual income into, infinity. You can earn this as long as you're alive. And even when you're not here, Mr. Jackie would have told you that you have that option where you can say, listen, let me pass this on to my children. That's what is possible through Vida Divina. Ladies and gentlemen, don't be distracted. Stay focused. I always say to people, if you see something and you think it is better than Vida Divina, go and do it. But when you are doing it, give it your best. Do it with your might. Don't give it 10% or 20%. Give it 100%. Because anything that you commit yourself to, you will have success in it. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much, Albert Jackie, for being here this evening and for sharing this powerful training. We are indeed, sir, indebted to you, and we'd like to invite you again. Thank you for being present with us this evening and for adding value to our lives. And I'm sure that all the people here, would have been receptive to the knowledge that you shared, and people are now going to be implementing the things that, they would have gleaned from the training. And so as a result of that, I'm saying that I'd love to have you back with us, because as our Double Diamond affiliate, I know you have value. You have 7 years of experience in Vida Divina. As you indicated earlier, you have read over for us this year alone, over 100 and change books. So you're into personal development. So you have the materials to share that we crave. And so we'll definitely be inviting you again to participate and to lead our Monday night training. So thank you very much, sir. And of course, you can go ahead and close out the training.
Definitely, Chris. Thank you. I'm here whenever you need me. Trust me, I'm here whenever you need me. I'm ready to pour into everybody, and I love trainings because for me to do an hour training, that means I got to spend 3 hours of material. And there's a saying that the student will always know more than the teacher will always know more than the student, because the teacher is teaching, is studying to be able to teach, right? So trust me, I love these trainings because I learn too. It puts me in a position to prep, to get ready. And in that moment, I'm also learning. So I want to say a big thank you to everybody here. Let's close out this month with a bang, ladies and gentlemen. I am excited for our convention coming up. Those that can make it, great. And also, sometime this year, after our convention, we're going to have another Jamaica Caribbean event. So I'm excited for that. We're going to talk more on that as we get more details. But ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a powerful year. Lock in with your goals. Always remember, your income is always going to get your personal development level. So keep adding value to yourselves. Thank you all. Have a blessed night. See you all at the top, because the bottom is too crowded. Thank you.